I love printing. I love printing. I love it. I love printing. I'm wearing some swag from Chris Rodkey at Vinylbomb. I will tell you, it's the most awesome sweatshirt. Quality is beyond the charts, and the hat. A little note to anybody listening, if you're doing any swag, make sure you get top quality products. Don't waste your money on that cheap shit, because your customers know it's cheap, and then that's going to give them an indication that you are cheap. Just give us a 30-second, what does Vinylbomb do aside from give out some really awesome sweatshirts and hats?
So Vinylbomb, we are a printer to the trade. We sell to mainly consultants and brokers. So, you know, we have the resale pricing is there. We do grand format printing. We do CNC routing. We do laser cutting, engraving, acrylic fabrication, and, you know, solvent roll to roll. So that's basically sort of like the umbrella, but it stretches out into a bunch of different branches as far as what our actual capabilities are.
I love the name Vinylbomb.
Thank you.
What I really like about it is it doesn't say anything about print or signage or large format. So you could have been a printing company, you could have been a bar, you could have been a rave club, you could have been anything, but it works. So kudos.
We consider ourselves, we're not order takers, but we're solution makers. And I have a title that I gave myself, expert of the strange and unusual. Every time
I like that.
Every time the phone rings here, I go, what are we going to get ourselves into this time? Because it's never just, hey, I need a 3x4 coroplast sign, or I need just like a couple laser copies or something. Short of like, printing on water, I wish I figured out, just freeze it, put UV ink right on top, no problem, LED cure. You never know what you're going to get into. And it's just, there's just like a wider spectrum of this market that people don't realize the effort that goes into it, rather than just having this general umbrella of, I'm a print shop.
I think we need more people talking like that. It's 180 degrees from a race to the bottom line.
Yes.
Right. I don't know why anybody in our industry would sell anything for cents, because everything we do is spend dollars. What I think is also really cool is you guys are what, 4 years old?
Yeah. So our company, I've been in the industry about 20. This company is 4 years old. I have 6 full-time employees.
But how's it been for you, being you're 4 years old? You're not a huge company. You have 6 employees plus yourself. Correct, how's it been throughout COVID?
Beginning of COVID, we did this really early, and there's a video on YouTube when I first prototyped a face shield. I know some guys were doing 3D, printing 3D shields and putting the PETG on the face. But I did an open source template for face shields that I sent. It was literally all over the world. Went to Australia, went to Europe, went everywhere. And, and again, I use social media as a tool like we're doing now. Very powerful if you can figure out how to utilize it. So I gave the template, I gave the face shield, and then my attorney write a disclaimer, because at the time, nobody really knew what we were getting into. I said, I don't want to start making this product and, something happens, where I'm getting sued. So I started another company, had a disclaimer written. We sent the face shields out everywhere. They started catching on in the area, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware. We were selling thousands and thousands of these face shields. I'm so happy, but I never had to lay off any of my guys throughout COVID.
Good for you.
A 4-year-old company. And I know there were bigger companies out there that just said, the hell with it. We're shutting our doors. Everybody collect unemployment. We'll wait this out. But so we did face shields, and we started doing sneeze guards. And that was a really big Band-Aid for us, especially being a couple of years old.
So in terms of, I'm not asking for the actual number, but in terms of your business, have you been maintaining sales, or what percentage are you off or up? I mean, there's a few people that have been up, a few people down.
Yeah, we were actually, with what we were doing with the face shields, we were actually up last year.
Good for you.
It was completely amazing. And, for me and 6 other guys, not for nothing, if we saved one life with the thousands of face shields we made, I'm like, it's just amazing the difference you can make if you really, you want to come up with a solution. Again, that was another thing. Nobody told me what they wanted. Nobody told me really what they needed. I just decided, hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to give them away to whoever wants to take them, as far as templates, other print shops, and you know what? Even today, it snowballed into bigger business for us, just by doing the right thing.
Well, I'm sure many companies that you dealt with for their need there, all of a sudden need something and say, hey, let's call
Yeah.
Vinylbomb. They were there before when we needed them. No, I
Yeah.
think it's, listen, I think in times like this, and fortunately we don't experience them that often where we're all affected. But I think anytime that people can come together and help one another, life can't, what I'm learning in COVID, or I've learned it before, and it's just,
Yeah.
I think I say it all the time, COVID's a reset. And it's a readjustment and a remembrance that, like, we are people, we can work together, and there is a bigger mission in life on this planet,
Yeah.
other than just go make some money, spend, and wait to die.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
You
and
know,
I had that mentality. You know, some of the companies I worked at previously, everything was a big secret. Don't let them come in the back. We don't want to let them see who we're doing work for. You know,
oh, so, so,
I'm the complete opposite. Hey, come on,
oh,
and I'll show you whatever's going on. If you think you could see, you know, a print of, you know, Joe's Hoagie Shack, and you can call him up and take him away from me, I must be doing something really
okay.
wrong.
Did you hear me say that before? Because that's my line.
I did not know.
No,
I saw
I'm
other
kidding.
videos.
I'm kidding. I'm just saying, I used to have people come in the back, and I would say the same thing. I say, hey, if they want to call the customer and they get in, obviously I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, correct.
So
Yeah,
I'm not going to be paranoid
I'm not
about.
worried about it in the least.
Right. Oh my God, that's so funny. I always say the same thing. The truth is, in this business, and I don't care what anybody says, there aren't that many secrets. Even the packaging guys who develop their own UV cures and coatings and well, Sun Chemical and Flint and all those others haven't developed them. I think for the most part, they're probably very similar to what's already out there, with maybe a minor adjustment and a new name to throw
Yeah,
people off.
yeah.
Right. Because
Yeah,
I
and
see.
again, I feel like that's like some of the things that are under the print umbrella. But when someone comes to you and they go, "Hey, Chris, we need a 7-foot high letter. We need a logo. It's got to be 18 inches deep. It's got to have a cork face because we want to put pins in there to put notes on it. We want it wrapped in a Pantone color. All the returns, you know, have to curve and conform with the letters. We need that wrapped." When people ask you to do that, that's where I feel like, you know, where we specialize and why we're in business. And that's kind of our niche of, you know, figuring things out and doing things outside the norm of, you know, like I said, UV coatings or whatever it may be that, you know, separates us and keeps us growing as a 4-year-old company, as opposed to, you know, getting smaller and laying guys off.
Oh, for sure. Listen, doing things outside the norms is what makes it fun and exciting and changes
Oh, it
up the
is.
day a
Yes.
little,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Just standing there and going stamp, stamp, stamp.
No,
It's
yeah,
like
no, thank you.
time to make the donuts. Time
Yeah.
to make the donuts. You need a little issue every now and again
Yeah.
to make you go whoa, and then to get everybody excited and the blood flowing again.
Sure. Sure.
So
Everybody's on their toes all day here. Yeah.
what would be um, a situation where you may have saved the customer? Like, what's one of your better stories of a customer calling in a panic and you
Oh,
providing a solution?
so one of them, it was for a high-end watch company. We were in Manhattan, and we were on site, and there were certain things that had to be fabricated to fit a booth. And we got there, and the booth was a completely different size. You go, oh my God.
Sorry, a size from what they told you.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. It was basically the other vendor didn't have, it was like a supposed to be like a 10-foot wide header. And he didn't have
Right.
that. He had an 8-foot wide. Oh my God, Chris, this needs to be done. What are we going to do? How fast can you redo this? How fast can you, you know, get this done and get it back up here? What's it going to cost us? Oh, hold on for a minute. I said, you know, the way
First of
that,
all, the funny thing is when that happens and they're like at the line, they don't care what it costs really. It's just get it done because it's
correct.
more
And
embarrassing.
if I wanted to, I'd be like, you know, $1,000, we'll be back up here in 2 days. No big deal. Like, hold on a minute. I said, you know, I don't have a circular saw. You know, like we made a couple adjustments. We refined it. We made a couple guides. We cut one of the edges off of it. We fixed it. It was against something nobody could see anyway. And then when I saw somebody walking around, so it's just kind of having like that friendly, like personality where you can walk up to somebody and just start talking to somebody off, you know, the street you barely know. But I talked to another contractor, you know, he let me borrow the tool, the equipment I need. We fixed it up on site, put it up there. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's done. Thank you so much. This is amazing. How'd you do that? But so that's one example. The other thing that we do that's really valuable, especially to the customer, saving money, is knowing the materials. And this is one of the things of like, before you can break the rules, you have to fully understand them.
Well
So, you know,
said.
if guys are using like like 3M films, like cast films for like wooden barricade wraps in New York City, that's a premium product. So the lamination's expensive, the base film's expensive.
3M.
Yeah, and there's better solutions from generic domestic mills that provide products where, well, you could use this product as a couple more mils of adhesive. It has a rubber-based adhesive. It has a as opposed to like a water-based.
Sometimes the smallest question saves the most amount of money.
Yes. Yeah. So it's being able to substitute with another product. So, and not for nothing, I can make better margins on that product and the customer saves money.
Well, listen, the truth is we are all in business to make margin. So
Sure.
I don't want anybody to ever think that making margin and a lot of it is a problem or an issue. It's not. But
Yeah.
if you can make margin, make the customer happy,
Yes,
that's a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that the customers that you pull tricks out of the hat stay with you and come back to you, or
Oh, they do. Yes, absolutely. Yeah? Getting that first engagement, just having that first conversation with them. Once I can have that and they know me and they know, my work ethic and you can trust us, that relationship's not going to be broken after that. But it's just the hardest thing is just kind of, hey, I'm over here trying to get somebody's attention. And again, you're not going to do that selling banners 89 cents a square foot. Right. Anybody could do that. So we're providing solutions. We want to let everybody know what we can do. And, by just utilizing this video right here, it might potentially lead to something that, I wouldn't typically be able to reach out to.
So I'll just tell you, because you said that, and it's becoming really important. A couple of weeks ago, I did a printer-to-printer chat with Scott Williams of Rocket out of Fredericton.
Yeah.
He rebranded his company, and I just spoke to him the other day, and he's like, dude, thank you. He says, that thing has gone off in my area where people see the rebranding, they know what we're doing. He says, I've had more conversations in the last little while than I have with with a bunch of people and over anything. And that actually just made me smile. Because I know I'm doing this and whatnot, but if I could do this and you guys and girls and everybody that I talk to could benefit in the industry, could have a better light on it and everything, then I am thrilled. So yeah, you'll take the video, you'll post it. I think it'll do wonders for you.
Absolutely.
It's all cool. It's all cool. All right. So couple things, because then we're going to split. Okay. First of all, again, I want to thank you. But more importantly, I want to tell you that I think you are onto something and I think you've got it.
Thank you.
Do not change. Do not ever change that attitude. And I'm super thrilled that you're into solutions and making sure your customers are satisfied. Because that's really that's really what it's all about in our business. And I'll end this by saying that we're already into 2021, but I'm planning 2022 should be the year that the printer takes back the industry. It's enough that the customers are winning. The customers win by us providing them with solutions that they need. We just got to make some margins so we could keep investing in the technologies to provide them with what they need. So remember, 2022, we're taking back our industry. Chris, thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you. To everybody else, I thank you again for watching. Another reminder about my YouTube channel. You need to go on and you need to subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. I'm up to 254. I went up 53 in a week, which I don't know why, but I'll take it. So please subscribe. Other than that, Warren Werbitt, for what they think, and printer-to-printer chat. I love print. Come back and see us again. Ciao, everybody.